is on sweatshops and why they exist. First of all, we've all heard of sweatshops, and we've seen it in the news, and we've heard of stories of brands not even knowing that they've been using sweatshop labor. Sometimes it's really hard to understand what's happening to your garments overseas, even to the most knowledgeable brand. It's actually consumer demand for disposably priced clothing that's driving manufacturers to sacrifice their ethics to stay in business, to compete with each other. So it's really us that's causing this. There is a movement in the food industry called farm to table. I'm sure you've all heard of it. We're now okay with spending, $20 on a hamburger, and it's because we care about the cow. Why do we care about the cow and we don't care about the sewers that are overseas and not getting paid fairly to make, to do such a skilled thing as sewing on lots of different industrial machines and lots of different products? It's actually a really tough thing to do. So there is a movement in the fashion industry that's kind of shedding light on this, and it's kind of like the farm to table movement, but in fashion. So you see more and more small brands starting up and manufacturing their clothes domestically because they want to avoid any kind of sweatshop labor. We have higher priced minimum wage here. We have a lot more regulations on how things are made, even how the water is disposed of for dyes and things like that. So when you buy something that is made domestically, you're going to spend a little bit more money on that. And usually the consumer is not totally aware of why they're spending more money on it. So that's why it's taking a little bit longer, I think, for the public to start understanding the farm to table thing is the same thing in fashion. When we start caring about the people making the clothes, then we're going to start understanding why we're spending a little bit more in order to make sure they're made domestically and legally. Did you know that it's even illegal to hire people to sew garments at a piece rate in the United States? So a lot of designers don't even know this. And when they hire somebody working out of their house and they pay them piece rate, that's actually illegal. So there's a lot of information out there that a designer can learn and that you as a consumer can learn. A lot of that is regulated in Los Angeles through the state and the government there. There is a license called the Garment Contractor's License that is required for anybody who's actually manufacturing in LA. Even if you're the brand owner and you're the one that's hiring the manufacturers in LA, you're required to actually have this license. And a lot of designers don't even know that. So next time you're thinking about starting a clothing line or making a piece that you can actually have manufactured, think about doing it in a very responsible way, doing it domestically, sustainably, charging enough to make it worth your time to do that, and educating your consumer on why they're spending a little bit more to make sure that their garments are responsibly made.